F
Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR Friend Request Reviews, where friends request friends to watch 1999's Magnolia. Yes, this is indeed a movie request coming from Unc. The name rings bells, so I ain't gonna say much more than that. Shout out to Unc for this one. May all things that happen to good people not happen to you, my boy. This is a 3-hour movie. My man wants us to sit here for 3 hours. Nah, let me stop, man. I'm juiced for this one because honestly, Unc's been kind of prepping us. He's been telling us he wants us to react to this one for a while. I actually have like a homeboy at work that was like, yo, I actually want to see y'all react to this one movie, and it was this one as well, so that's kind of crazy. But yeah, I've heard good things about it. Like apparently it's one of those heavy hitters. But unfortunately, never watched it myself, or fortunately, because now we get to have it on the channel. How you feeling over there, Browley?
I'm feeling great, man. Of course, Unc comes through with the best and the finest. I'm expecting nothing less for this one right here. But to be honest, I've had never really heard this movie until recently. Until we got the channel. So I'm not really sure what we about to dive into. What other people think about it. It's pretty old film. I thought it was gonna be a little bit. I thought it was gonna be in the 2000s, to be honest. But 1999, right at that threshold. So let's see if it got that 90s flair to it. I don't know. You already know how these old school films do, man. They seem to have that it factor that these new films don't have recently. But yeah, we'll see. I'm ready though. 3 hours.
All right, he ready. I'm ready. I know y'all ready, so we ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We just gonna fly right in. Y'all know what to do with the video. Go ahead and drop your likes, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 100K. Go ahead and click that button, click that bell, so you get notified when we go live. Let's get it, baby.
3 hours and 8 minutes.
Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all.
Am I gonna keep this smile throughout this entire reaction?
Hell nah, man. Impossible.
And as it goes longer and longer, my smile just gets bigger and bigger.
Turn into that damn movie, that Smile movie. They made a part 2. I want to see that, John.
I don't,
Year 1911. There is an account of the hanging of 3 men. He was murdered by 3 vagrants. Green.
Damn.
Okay, boom, bing.
And a scuba diver named Delmer Darien.
Wait, what? Did they scoop him up by accident?
Delmer's true passion was for the lake.
Oh, okay. Damn. Oh, shit.
They did, yo. They scooped this man
No.
up, right?
But most curious side note is the suicide the next day of Craig Hansen. Mr. Hansen's tortured life met before with Delmer Darien just 2 nights previous.
All I need is a 2.
Oh, my.
Craig Hansen took his life.
Damn.
Whoa.
Oh!
An argument swelled 3 stories below. The neighbors heard, as they usually, and when the shotgun accidentally went off.
Accidentally went off.
Oh my God, bro. How do you... Okay, she missed on purpose.
But I don't keep it loaded.
And you didn't load the gun.
Why would I load the gun?
Why would I load the gun?
He said that he wanted them to kill each other, and that's all that they wanted to do is to kill each other.
Oh, shit. What are we watching, bro?
That's crazy. How does this settle in court? Like, I feel like you just let everyone go at this point.
Dean had installed 3 days prior for a set of window washers that would have broken his fall and saved his life.
Oh.
Well, I guess since the net, I guess it
That's crazy.
Damn, Sydney, an accomplice.
This cannot be one of those things. This, please, cannot be that.
This man is an accomplice of his own death.
These strange things happen all the time.
What? What type of introduction is that?
Yeah, that was wild. Just nothing but death. Nothing but death. We started in 1911 with 3 hangings.
Yep.
Then we got the firefighters in the, what was it, 1958 they said?
Yeah, with the scuba diver.
With the scuba diver.
That one
who got
was
into a
crazy.
scrap with his, who got into a bang out with the pilot.
Yep.
Who committed suicide as well.
Yep.
And then we got the Sydney story.
Tom
shit.
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
What?
I'm Frank TJ.
What?
He looked like fucking Serge from motherfucking Beverly Hills Cops.
1911, North America, South America. The answer is 4. The answer is 22. The answer is gravity.
Damn.
Life of Samuel Johnson.
Definitely a lot of familiar faces so far, though.
Wasn't expecting
Outside of Tom Cruise,
Yeah,
of
Tom
course.
Cruise was unexpected for sure, wasn't it?
Pretty exciting.
Hey.
But you don't get many people my age getting braces.
You were so cute when you were on that game show.
Oh, that's little Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley Yelnats.
How he know?
Oh shit. Bruh.
Yo, what? Matt Damon.
This is like the cast of every movie we've ever watched on the channel, bruh.
Fucking bullshit is
Oh. Oh shit. Cancer.
Well, you're his doctor and
Yo.
Bruh. Literally every movie.
Wow.
Son,
Cass is crazy right now.
I can't even keep up, yo. Nothing's even happened yet.
So what type of crazy deaths are we about to get into?
We should try and do good.
Is he making a TikTok?
Do good.
He's just talking to himself, okay.
Affirmations. He just trying to keep his spirits up.
Partly cloudy, 82% chance of rain. Okay, why was that important?
You'll see.
But I'm gonna ask you one more time. Are you alone in here?
What does it look like?
There's no one else in here?
You in here?
Are you lying to me?
I live by myself.
Okay, well that might be true.
This is some Pulp Fiction conversation right now. Now that might be true.
This is bullshit, motherfucker. Don't go down my hallway.
Don't go down my hallway. Probably got somebody tied up in
She about to break this whole sofa.
the sex swing, like.
Stay out the closet.
She telling this everywhere to go.
Yeah.
Who that?
Bullshit, motherfucker. Why can't you talk to me?
What? What?
I don't want to do this. Sit here.
Yeah,
I can see the things, you know.
let's go.
I mean, he's around. I mean, he's here in town, but I don't know. 10, 5.
Years.
Yeah, what the fuck you know?
Seen it before?
Oh, other fucking assholes like me.
There's no asshole like you.
There's no asshole like you.
Do me a personal favor.
Fuck off.
Frank Mackey.
Frank Mackey.
Man, looking like Ronnie for fucking Cobra Kai and shit. That shit just stopped.
Seduce and destroy.
They didn't have
No
faded.
pussy what?
Respect the cock.
Okay.
What?
No pussy has 9 lives. Yep.
Tame the cunt.
Tame the what?
Oh, this is Red Pills.
This is for real before Red Pill was Red Pill.
Before the podcast.
Big titted Mary Jane. Yes. No. Now. Here.
Yes. No. Now. This man.
It is evolutional. It is anthropological. It is biological. It is animal.
It's a bunch of grown men watching this do this, bruh.
That's facts.
Watching him
And they
gyrate.
probably paid for this shit too.
Because me and my brothers, we like to celebrate. And on the 1st of May, we celebrate V-Day. Celebrate Saints, suck my big fat fucking sausage!
I'm like, what is he about to rhyme, bro?
Niece the peace. You were gonna give me that cherry pie, sweet mama baby.
This man is going hell.
I can't lie. I haven't seen Tom Cruise this unhinged in any movie except for Tropic Thunder. So this is like a surprise, bro. Like, I'm like Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. Like,
Want to call me a slut now or something?
No, I don't.
What the fuck do you want?
to talk to you. I just said that.
I want to sit.
Don't sit down.
No, I'm.
Fuck you! Get the fuck out of my house!
Claudia, I'm not lying to you. This is the truth. I'm telling you, Claudia, I'm going to lose.
Fuck you! Get out!
What's the story here?
It's got to be crazy. That reaction was wild.
For real.
If you fire me, I pay you. I give you a paycheck. I lent you my celebrity, my name, exactly.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I paid you. I gave you a fucking chance and a chance over and over, and you let me down.
Never even charged interest. This man. You have to find another job, buddy.
Corrective teeth surgery.
Oh, yeah. He said the braces.
Braces.
Yeah.
Braces? Yes.
Got struck by lightning that time in Tahoe. You on a vacation? I don't think braces is a good idea.
He said he got struck by lightning. The braces gonna attract another one.
And they were here and around and from late last night and through the morning and screaming and yelling.
And where are they?
They are not to be found.
She's got $600 and a large box of condoms next to the bed.
She is real belligerent.
3 wedding rings.
You don't get any recognition? I'm on boy.
Get out the street.
You want to disrespect an officer of the law?
I can help you solve the case. I can tell you who did it.
Oh, you're a joker, huh?
Okay, I'm not liking these angles either.
Exactly. Get out the street.
With my riff and my front, but you don't hit me though. Think fast, catch me out, cause I throw what I know with the resonance. Jackass, crackers,
body
you
snatchers.
niggas, master pain, yo
Hold
shit.
it, homeboy. I don't need to hear that word.
He let him say crackers, but not niggas.
Finish it up without the lip.
I told you who did it, and you're not even listening to me.
I'm through playing games.
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't listening hard enough either, my brother.
I didn't want to say
something
it.
about a professor
and
the weather with the sweaters.
Bro, I didn't want to say it, bro. Damn.
And the niggas.
You right. We don't listen to these motherfuckers. Nice shower 99. Why we get the weather?
Why do we get the forecast?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what do you do? Whatever's happening, that's what you look into? Or something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Going around? Wet? Wet is wet.
This camera keep getting passed off. Like, what we gonna run into next?
We're gonna run into the host. The old guy that was just telling his daughter he was fucking dying.
Yep.
Look, running out of your medication at all, let alone at a time like this, could be drastic. Thank you, Dr.
Yeah, she don't care. Yeah, what is it? Oh shit.
Yo, they just passed by Louis.
I finished one of these seminars, Winterview. I swear to fucking God. I mean, I am Batman.
Man, put your freaking dick away, man. 2024, it's a lawsuit right here. My man is undies, bro.
Oh my God.
Yo, there's no way.
Beauties.
Calm down. Take it easy.
This
You're a good
man.
boy. Okay, Mr. Mackey?
This performance is wild.
This man acting like Tim Allen in Home Improvement, like.
Okay.
Wait, is this why he wants braces?
No.
Does he thinks it'll attract that waitress to him? Is that what I'm picking up right here? Oh shit. That's dude from Luck of the Irish. That's what's it.
What is this man's story right now, bro?
He got a crush on a bartender? Oh, he do. He got a crush on a bartender. So he want to get braces so they could be like each other?
Are you trying to go deaf? You're listening to your music so loud, you're going to damage your ears. And you're going to damage not only your ears, but your neighbor's ears as well.
That shit was slapping.
You don't have a boyfriend?
You want one?
Man, they get the googly eyes.
Facts. When she first opened the door, right?
That was absolutely phenomenal. fantastic, and I thank you very much. As a matter of fact,
Like goat milk, goat cheese, goat all that stuff. Wow, check this out over here. So, look, guys, just work with me on that. Work with me.
What is
My
this
boy
show?
about to pee himself. What was it? What kids know? Something kids
It's
know?
like, are you smarter than fifth grader type shit?
What the fuck's going on over there? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Telling you, he gonna pee himself, man.
Not a fashion show.
Let's make some fucking money here, people.
Yo, I hope he fucks it up so you don't make any money using your children for fucking bread like that, man. What's wrong with you?
He's on the adult side.
Back again. I'm Jimmy Gator, and believe it or not, we are at the end of week 7, heading towards week 8 with these 3 longest-running quiz shows in
things coming
television
together
history.
now? What's going
Now,
on?
quiz show in television history. I want to say something about
history.
these kids now. These kids right here, I think they're going to be here a while.
Okay, the kid's coming back.
Jean-Baptiste Clamelier.
What the fuck is...
That's such a real reaction, yo.
okay, I don't want to order anything. You see, I'm in a situation. I'm his nurse, and he's a very sick man. He's a dying man.
My father, well, he was in television. My mother, it's gonna sound silly to you. She was a librarian.
Are you close?
She's my mother.
I mean, she's a woman, too.
You been on Prozac long? Dexedrine's basically speeding a pill, you know? But I guess a lot of the doctors are balancing out the Prozac with the Dexedrine, so that'll knock you down, out, around, up and down. Someone's not careful.
Motherfucker. You
What are you talking about?
fucking asshole. Who the
look,
fuck
lady, I'm
do
just
you
trying-
think
I'm
you
just
are?
trying to make
Come in
conversation.
here. You don't know me. You have the balls,
You don't
the
have-
decency to ask me a question about my life.
That's facts, though.
And I know that I might sound ridiculous, like this is the scene of the movie where the guy's trying to get a hold of the long lost son, you know.
It is.
Yeah, facts.
And I think they have those scenes in movies because they're true, you know, because they really happen.
Defining it, controlling it, and saying, I will take what is mine.
Bit aggressive.
Get a little blowjob out of it, and what the fuck, why not?
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
That man is, wow.
You got some coffee brewing here? Yeah, I like iced coffee generally.
Iced coffee. This man trying to feel like he on 20 versus 1 right now.
You know, maybe memorize what number you see on the dial. In the middle of the day. That's right.
This man trying to give her solutions. Look.
I don't want to have to come back here
You won't
in an
have
hour.
to.
I wouldn't mind coming back.
We get it. We get it.
I have cancer, Mary. I have about 2 months. I have no time.
He hasn't even told nobody else.
It's in my bones. I don't have a chance.
Oh.
I'm fucked.
I just walked away. Go finish my show.
And 15 seconds.
What's gonna happen with Stanley, bro?
He about to piss his pants.
10
Look
seconds.
at him.
His dad better sue the fucking company, the damn studio. They didn't let my son use the bathroom.
I'm Quiz Kid Donnie Smith from TV.
Okay.
Might have been before my time.
Damn. as old as he is.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, you got struck by lightning.
Ain't that old boy?
Yeah, you ran into that convenience store that one time.
It's an electrical charge. It finds its way across the universe and it lands in your body.
Parents took your money that you won on that game show?
Yes,
Damn.
they did.
Or maybe not.
Facing the past is an important way of not making progress. This is something I tell my men over and over and over.
Isn't meant,
I try to teach my students to ask, what is it innate of?
do you remember Miss Sims? Caretaker after your mother died in 1980. The only son of Earl and Lily Parker.
Earl.
Yep.
Questions that I've asked is incorrect, Frank. And if I want to get to the bottom of who you are and why.
Look at this. Real journalist.
When I met him, when I started, I met him, I fucked him, and I married him because I wanted his money.
Of course.
You understand?
Yep.
So much now, I fall in love with him now for real as he's dying. And I took care of him through this, Ellen. What now then?
Damn, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
In
wild.
a way, you deserve it now, I guess. Like,
That's
you learned to love him.
this whole time.
That would be Napoleon speaking to Josephine.
Absolutely right. For 500. Exploits.
I don't want any money. I couldn't live with myself with this thing that I've done. I've done so many bad things.
Adultery.
What you want to do is take nothing. You renounce the will when the time comes.
That's true.
What does it mean? Where's the money go?
And one thing at a time.
Shut the fuck up.
You must really shut the fuck up now.
She might be my favorite character. Poor kid. It's over. It's dripping. Man. Super embarrassing on TV.
And now I'm going to have our three whistlers recognize it with peace. So if you please just.
He's filming. He's losing it.
Damn. Why couldn't he fall earlier?
Maybe this will cover like his accident. His news will outshadow his.
I don't know. You want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Jim Curry.
Now, what is going on?
What's the problem? What's the problem here?
Nothing happened. I'm fine.
Why didn't you answer those questions?
I don't know.
He pissed his pants.
Oh, Jesus, Stanley, what the fuck did you do that for?
Worst type
You were
of
supposed to
parent.
fight for your kid right there, man.
Worst type of parent.
You were supposed to catch the touring, whatever her name is, with the mean ass uppercut. Sued the studio for making your kid piss himself.
You want to go on a date with me?
Please, yes.
Well, is that illegal?
Sort of.
Then I'd like to go. What do you want to
What?
I was told that he left you and your mother, and that you were forced to take care of your mother during her illness, that you took care of your mother while she struggled with cancer.
Okay.
You about to get the red pill guy to cry?
What are you doing?
He's channeling his inner Lestat right now.
I'm quietly judging you.
Quietly judging you. Kept it real. He can't stand.
You're the smartest. I don't want to go. Why can't one of you do it? If you don't fucking stand up and get over there, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Damn, that just makes the situation that much worse.
I'm sick and I'm in love. You seem the sort of person who confuses the two.
That's right. Hey! I love you.
Okay. That's what. All right.
I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Kids, head's so full of useless knowledge. Thank you. Thank you. And the book says we may be through with the past, but the past is not through with us. No, it is not dangerous to confuse children with angels.
Okay, you responded to that.
I always answer the questions and I don't want to do it anymore.
There we go.
The fuck is he doing?
Yep. Stand up for yourself.
And she keeps saying, I don't know, bro. I hate this. Bro. I've never disliked someone so much for having such a little part in the movie.
Okay. Finally made it. We here. It's raining cats and dogs out there.
I don't want to be the sort of fella that doesn't keep his word. So I gave you my fucking time, bitch.
Damn.
Hey.
See a real one.
What, I'm made to feel like a freak? If I answer questions? Or I have to go to the bathroom? What is that? I'm asking you that.
I'm not sure, Stanley.
I know this is really hard for you right
You're gonna give me things, Janet. Give me things. Give me the information. I want the information. That's what I want. What?
Man, that's the information.
What I want you to do, Janet, is I want you to do your fucking job.
I am doing my fucking job.
Right. This is too much, bro. What's everybody's climax about to be?
I don't know, man. That's why I'm just...
Oh, she is in the garage. She's killing herself.
I was
had
gonna
a feeling,
say too, but I didn't want to say it.
That's why I said, what's these tragic endings we're gonna fucking... Man, I knew it. She don't know what to do. Okay, she got out. She wasn't... Okay.
Oh. Listen.
He about to hear all this shit. Yep, I'm gonna put him on.
His son does not exist. He's dead. He's dead.
Wait. Is there something there between them? Is there something between Frank and
An old girl?
Yeah.
Linda?
Yeah. Oh my God, what is up with this girl, man?
She was watching her daddy. Big Earl. Okay. He tied into all this shit.
Damn.
Well, yeah, they did say his father was a television.
It's all coming together.
Welcome back from the break.
Okay.
How'd you guys like those nachos? How to fake like you are nice and caring. No,
How to fake nice and caring. Don't forget.
Quite an important chapter.
terrible things. Things that no woman would ever do. Women don't manipulate us.
Of course they don't.
Boy, little boys, it's... I go to your blue booklets right now. I want you to turn to page 18 in your blue book. Fucking bullshit!
What the?
How to fake like you are a nice and caring person.
All right.
Because I wanted to be a man, and I didn't want her to be a woman. You know, a smart, free person.
Frank, I'll make the same mistakes as you.
What would I think? Did I think for what I'd done? This is the regret that you made.
That's why he wanted to see his son.
Goddamn regret. The goddamn regret. This fucking life. Oh, life ain't short, it's long.
Right, bruh. Life is the longest thing you do. Living is the longest thing you do in life. That's what I meant to say.
What did I do?
Oh, no. Shit. Yeah, she about to...
How you feeling?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay on. Stick it out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good night.
So I ain't taking no relief. This is some real shit going on here. I've been dealing with this all night.
She about to blast some music.
Yeah. She wasn't even taking the lines, right? Those were the same lines that was sitting there this whole time.
She was holding off, I think.
So this date might have saved her.
Gotta get the music video on, you know.
Everybody know it. I feel it. $100,000. His parents took that. 1968. Even though. Oh shit. This man about to get blasted in the car, like.
Had to hit that note, huh?
Damn. Just give up.
What the fuck? Oh, that shit just reversed.
Rain clearing, breezy overnight. Damn, I want to know how his night ended with the police, though.
Oh, shit. What he about to do? He got the keys to the spot.
Oh, yeah, his job, right?
Yeah. Okay, hey, Phil? Yeah. I will drop kick those fucking dogs if they come near me. Okay.
I would drop kick. Brad, do you think Linda doesn't OD because some of those pills dropped out and the dog ate them? Like there wasn't enough for her to harm herself type shit?
Oh, no.
I'm trying to figure out what was that had to be significant that the fucking dogs ate that shit. Like.
Oh,
the little boy.
Look who it is, okay.
The fucking boy with the pistol. What he about to do?
What is...
About the GTA?
Bro.
There she goes. She coming. She coming too. Damn, he about to take the phone too.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, he called 911. Nice. I respect it. You know, he did rob her, but he doing a good deed.
And I want to apologize for me and all the stupid things that I've done.
What you do with your daughter? What's up with that?
I've cheated on you, and it kills me. Maybe you knew.
You're the good one.
Well, that's a natural thing. You know, two people go out on a date or something. They want to impress people. The other person. I don't go out very often.
Why not?
I never found someone really that I think I'd like to go out with.
And I bet you say that to all the girls, huh? Want to make a deal with me? People afraid to say things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To not do that. To not do that. that maybe we've done before.
What are you trying to say?
She want to tell him she do drugs and not be judged.
Okay, we here?
He's slapping this shit.
He's a smart idiot, but he's about to do some really dumb shit right here.
Well, he gonna try to steal just money. He gonna hit the safe.
It's gonna look that bad.
Look at him.
He trying.
Trying not to cry.
He trying. All that hate.
Even though he ain't your daddy.
You don't know how to feel it.
Exactly. That shit still hurts.
It hurts, doesn't it? Huh? Right to the end. She's a lot of pain. I know because I was there, Earl. She waited for your call. You could just fucking die, you fuck.
Clean getaway? Well, I guess that's good, right?
Hell no, because now they know for a fact there was somebody who had the keys.
True.
And he's running from the devil, but the dad's always near it. And if it's worth being hurt, it's worth bringing pain in.
Now, who car he in now?
I don't know, but I was listening this time, and that shit still didn't make any sense. Fuck
Yeah,
you
the only thing I
talking
picked
about?
up is that he said worm, and that's who they've been calling the dude that they've been looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I love you so much, Rose.
I'm not through asking my questions.
Why doesn't Claudia talk to you, Jimmy?
Yep. That's what I really want to know.
We both don't know. What do you mean?
That felt good to do what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You're gonna find stuff out about me and you're gonna hate me.
I lost my gun today when I left you, and I'm the laughingstock of a lot of people. I feel like a fool. Whatever it is, just say it. You'll see.
You wanna kiss me, Jim?
Yes, I do.
He about to get high now. She got a little residue on them lips.
Did you ever touch her?
Damn.
What the fuck?
Damn.
You don't know.
I don't know. What? So, please?
You deserve to die alone for what you've done.
Rose, if I said that I knew, would you stay?
She just said you deserve it, bro. Like, no, she's not staying.
No.
Wait, Claudia. Claudia.
Just let me go.
What is
Jimmy.
it?
Just let me go.
What is it?
It's
Please.
okay. Just let me go.
Man, Tom Cruise though.
That red pill is.
God damn you fucking asshole.
I fucking hate you, but I love you.
God, don't go away, you fucking asshole.
Okay. The ambulance, the vehicle. What you gonna do, bro? Fuck life. You finally admitted what you did. Can't live no more.
She got there. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Let's see if we could work that key. It looked like it was sticking out just enough to get some leverage on it, but he didn't even realize it snapped. I thought he realized and said, "Fuck it, just wait till the morning and return it, bro. Admit your wrongdoings, return it in the morning, ask for forgiveness."
That's a lot easier said than done, bro.
Oh shit! Then off-duty cop gonna catch his ass.
He's breaking in.
Oh shit! Oh! What the fuck?
That shit scared the fuck out of me, bro.
That shit scared the fuck out of me.
Oh shit! That's a fat ass frog too,
Bruh,
like
fat as hell.
Yo, look at this. What the? How the f you get on my car, bro? What's going on?
Oh my god!
What?
Yo, did you see the amount that was? Yo, drive.
There's got to be a smart answer for this, right? Can Stanley figure this out?
Bruh, this gotta be the airplane that sucked up the scuba diver. Like, sucked up a bunch of frogs.
Bro, what is this?
Oh, the frogs falling from the sky.
Facts. He done one per. Damn, this is like.
This is a lot of frogs right here.
A lot, bro.
It's like millions of frogs here. What is going on?
Look. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. No. Where are we going?
They made it in this bitch. Yeah, he.
Oh no.
Oh.
Thank God she's strapped in.
Right in the front.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, this shit might save him. Feeling froggy then leap. Yeah, this might either save him or scare him into pulling the trigger. Oh, right through the fucking. Holy shit.
Oh, get out the way. Get out the way.
Oh.
Damn, now you need that dental work.
Facts. Facts.
Look at this man, even saving him through all this. I would have never went out there.
It's okay. It's gonna be.
But it did happen. Oh my God.
Yep, look who's here in front of you.
Type shit.
Look who's here in front of you. And we were there for the very end for both of your parents. Damn. So now
That's fucked,
then.
And there is the account of the hanging of 3 men. There are stories of coincidence and chance, and we generally say, well, if that was in a movie, I wouldn't believe it.
The dog did die.
The dog did, yep.
Man.
Linda, she's in the hospital. And I figured you should probably talk to them.
Yep.
It feels so emotional, y'all. That man stayed the whole time, though. I respect it. His relief came and all that. Like, see, in my mind, she survived because those pills dropped. That's my headcanon, bro. Because that was the same bottle. If she would have downed that whole bottle, she probably would have been gone. But she miscounted. Well, she didn't miscount, but you know.
I know I did a stupid thing. Getting braces. I thought that he would love me.
Yup.
I don't know where to put things, you know?
This man need to be in Amores Perros. He is.
I have love to give. I just don't know where to put it.
And that's from that fucked up childhood. His parents ain't teach him love. What?
A lot of people think this is just a job that
The
you go
gun?
Wait, what?
His gun.
How?
Is it?
And why this
Maybe
late?
the kid threw it.
I have to take everything and play it as it lays. Sometimes people need to be forgiven.
Look at the amount of frogs, bro. Shit.
We're gonna get the answer to this.
But you can forgive someone. Well, that's the tough part. What can we forgive? Tough part of the job.
What can we forgive? Do you forgive your dad or Linda? Bro, why is the music louder than his voice?
It really is though, like way low.
Right.
He said, "Then you be with me." You see? Paul Thomas Anderson, produced by Joanne Seller. All right, there we have it.
There you have it. 1999's Magnolia in the books. Shout out to Unc, yo. I don't know what you want from me after this, yo. I don't know how you expect me
to have the
to talk through this thing, man.
What?
Well, I got energy. I just gotta admit, this, I would probably put this up there with like my first time watching Pulp Fiction, bro. Like my first time watching Pulp Fiction, I was a
Really?
child, of course. Yeah, because for one, I was a kid, so way before, you know, I wasn't even supposed to be watching shit like that.
Okay.
But after watching it, I was just like, yo, I know I watched something good, but I don't know what the fuck happened in this movie. Like I didn't know how to put the stories together. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and you know, obviously not that bad because I'm older now and I'm able to piece this together way better than I did Pulp Fiction the first time I saw it. But still, I can't deny the fact that after this movie, I'm just like, yo, I know I witnessed some good stuff here, because there was definitely some really good acting here. Definitely some good lessons in here about forgiveness and accountability and stuff like that. But the way it was presented was just so unique that I'm just like, damn, I'm definitely gonna have to watch this again. I'm gonna have to put in 3 hours again for this bad boy, with the subtitles this time, to make sure I catch every word that was said. But at the end of the day, still very much so enjoyable. I kind of like the whole aspect of like life, you know, because how they kind of described at the end, like, oh, you wouldn't believe something like this unless you saw it in a movie, kind of. Yep. So I kind of like how they ended it with a lot of things not even like closing up technically. So it's still, up to you to kind of think about how everyone else's world is revolving. Like Buddy said in the bar, we all the peg in the wheel or whatever. So I pretty solid. How you feeling over there, Rollick?
Hi. Hi guys, I'm here today. I participated. Hey yo, Unc, man, this is a crazy request, bro. I gotta tell you, man, where this movie, where I thought it was heading, we did not get there at all. And I think that's just the beauty of this movie. It was constructed in a way where your expectations was kind of leading you somewhere, and then they completely removed that expectation from you, and in a very just different fashion. Like, but man, it definitely was enjoyable. I can't lie. The runtime is crazy. 3 hours. Whew. But there's a lot here to unpack, to say the least. But yeah, overall, it definitely was enjoyable. I like what they did here, especially at the end with everybody's stories. It's kind of wild, but I enjoyed it.
Very, very wild. And I agree with the whole expectations. It definitely does kind of play with those, because I mean, we start this movie literally with suicides and murders.
The setup.
Three separate occasions.
The setup. This is the setup.
Yeah, throughout the generation. So I'll be the first to say that I expected like 50% of this cast to not make it by the time the credits roll.
I was thinking 100%.
Hey, the 50% was like the side characters and shit, right? Like all the main characters I expected to go. Yeah. But you're right. Like the expectations were definitely tampered with, because we literally started this movie with 1911, 3 men hanging. Then we had the fucking firefighter situation with the scuba diver. Then we had the whole Stanley dude jumping off the freaking rooftop and getting shot by his mom's, like after putting the bullets in her gun. Like, it's like you see all that and you literally expect for no one's life to go well. And I say that knowing that pretty much no one's life went well this movie. But again, like I thought motherfuckers wasn't gonna make it past the credits rolling. Yeah. And it really looked like only 2 people weren't necessarily gonna make it here, and they were both old men. They were on the way kind of out the door anyways. So pretty crazy. But let's jump in. I think I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to pull up the movie real quick, because I'm not going to go scene by scene. I won't lie. I'm definitely going to do it kind of by character, but I at least want to start in the beginning, because we were introduced to Stanley, actually, in the beginning. We were introduced to Stanley, the child genius. He was on the TV screen answering all those questions. So let's jump into the Stanley story. Stanley and his pappy. So this one obviously was a hard to sit through, especially once the kid had to use the bathroom and all that stuff. Seeing child geniuses and knowing all this little information, all of the oohs and ahs, like he said, look, it's cute. Like, it is. It is. It really is. Like, holy shit, look at these fucking smart-ass 8 to 10-year-olds. Like, I wish I knew a quarter of what these mugs know. But obviously we get the dark side of that story. I think it's kind of that typical child actor kind of dark side to things, right? Like the kids aren't taken seriously, they aren't treated seriously, and like he said, we're basically just trophies. We're cute little toys up here for y'all amusement. And then I think I'm gonna just go ahead and slide him in here. I'm gonna slide him in here because I feel like his story is also, important to Stanley's story. Is Donnie.
Yep.
Donnie was definitely the definition of what these child actors can become, or child stars, I should say, because he wasn't necessarily an actor. Especially with bad parents. Donnie's parents took his money. He was probably treated exactly the way we were watching Stanley get treated. But much further on in his life. So yeah, I'm gonna just take a pause here real quick, get into Brolick's head. But yeah, how you feeling about the whole Stanley's pappy?
It's a sad
on stage.
Yeah, it was a sad thing to see because like this is a thing that still happens to this day, and it's just it's done in different forms. They had the whole cutie shit on Netflix and all this other stuff. All that shit is real. Like parents really do be pushing their children to do things that they most likely don't want to do, which is parenting. Let's keep it 100. You're gonna have your kids do things they don't want to do, which is pretty much almost everything. But man, from just I like it because it gives you the contrast between Donnie and Stanley. You feel me? Like what could happen to this kid if he does become this, they do break the record and he becomes a super smart person and then he ends up getting endorsements and stuff like that and potentially becomes, this is where it could potentially go when you don't have, I'm guessing, like therapy and a whole bunch of other shit, because this man is wild out here, willing to do any and everything for love. Yeah, so the connection between the characters, I love it, because by the end of it we get Stanley basically telling his father like, yo, you need to treat me like nicer, like, you feel me? Like yeah, I'm pretty sure he probably still wants to do what he's doing, because I'm pretty sure it's probably, he probably loves doing it, but at the same time, what the thing that he doesn't love is the way his father treats him, manipulates him, and all this other stuff. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed the Stanley stuff, and of course just that secretary, whatever she was, yeah, she needs to.
Oh my god, yeah, she was fucking the worst, bruh. The worst. And yeah, I like what you said, because it is true, right? Obviously, as parents, you kind of got to make your kids do things that they don't want to do, but obviously this is the the extreme level of that, because I'm pretty sure Stanley does still, like, he ran away and ran to go read some books.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, usually you're gonna run away and go do something that you actually probably want to do.
I'm gonna make fire.
Or you say you gonna what?
Make fire. I'm in the alley,
burn
like
the library
shit
down, like, fuck all these books, I don't want to learn anything else. Like, but yeah, it could have been that he actually enjoyed it, or B, that's just the only thing he knows. But I do kind of feel like he probably had a little bit of enjoyment, but at the same time, he probably wants to be a kid too. Like, yeah, I'll study for an hour, but let me go outside for 2, instead of fucking, after I'm done cleaning my room, I gotta also go study type shit. Like, this man, he probably had him on a wild regiment. And then as we saw from the father, we got to make this money. So it definitely was most likely going to lead into that direction that Donnie's life led into. And then another great thing, for sure, and we're obviously going to segue into Donnie after this, because we need him for Stanley's story, is how he kind of broke down about the whole I don't know how to love, and like fucking I figured getting braces was gonna make somebody love me and all that stuff. And I love that, because again, I feel like you pick that up from not really learning how to love from your parents. Like, your parents are the people who's supposed to kind of teach you. That's your first sight of that. Like, you see your mother and your father together. So people who are born in single households or things like that, I feel like there's a little bit of extra steps that we gotta take when we start getting into our own romantic lifestyle. So I love that came up, because like you said, Stanley went to his dad at the end and told him, you need to be nicer to me. So I feel like that is exactly what needs to happen. You need to be nicer. You need to show the boy that you love him, show him what's good, show him what's right, show him what's wrong. It ain't just about hustling this kid to fucking get paid. So yeah, the Stanley and his daddy.
Yeah,
and nobody in that story had to die.
Yeah, and no, but that's the thing about this movie, right? Yeah, obviously it wasn't, at least Stanley's story wasn't that he was gonna die, but it was gonna that he was gonna potentially end up like Donnie. Feel me? That was the story. That was his trajectory. You feel me? In this crazy, I don't know what the, because they're in this story because of the production. You feel me? That's the only reason why they're in this story, because they're tied to the production, who's tied to him, who's tied to, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I like that, but like you said, no one had to die for this. But at the same time, it's like, I love when Stanley just kind of stands up for him, because that's the moment where he kind of just, that's where things starts to shift in the movie. I feel like, in my opinion, that's where things really start to shift, where Stanley was just like, listen, y'all think all this shit cute and all this other stuff. I love that speech he gave. So, well, this movie is well written, and I do have to go back and watch this, because it's kind of some things that I can kind of like see, but not like grasp. You feel me?
Especially the beginning. The beginning was all over the place,
bro. The beginning,
and not in a bad way, but it was just like
it was
getting
fast.
us through scenes.
Yeah,
it was like
fast.
This is this person, this is that person, this is what they're doing, this is what they're doing,
and it was,
so you're like, okay,
it was like 4 or 5 stories, and you're just trying to like, you're trying to fucking get all that information in, and but. Yeah,
I'm still thinking about the intro that like doesn't get pulled back in until the very end. Like, so it's like, the beginning, very fast. But let's jump into Donnie, man. Donnie. We already started covering him. So yeah, Donnie was the ex-child star, the child genius back in 1968. So this was actually great, because when I first saw Donnie, I mistook him for Stanley, because they showed Stanley on the TV, the TV screen, so I thought it was like a time skip, and I'm just like, oh, okay, this is Stanley.
And I went along with it too. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Like,
right, and then when they said his name was Donnie, I'm like, maybe Stanley's a stage name. Like, I was still holding on to it. Like,
you know what I was thinking when you said that, and I'm watching it. He's driving his car at the time, and I'm just like, damn, did the time period move that fast? Like, what time period are we in? Like, it's been like 30-something years. Like, wait, hold up. But
like I said, bro, we went from 1911 to 1950. So I was mixed. I was mixed and jixed. But I love it though, because that making that mistake, it was perfect, because again, Donnie was, he wasn't Stanley, but the future of Stanley. But yeah, Donnie definitely, obviously we didn't get to see his actual past through his eyes, but we get to feel it through Stanley's eyes, so it makes sense about what he's going through. Because let's just be real, man, like he said, you a child genius. Like Stanley said, we up here looking cute like toys, but then boom, your parents steal all your money. Like, I don't know what exactly happened in Donnie's past, but he was in this city alone in my eyes. Like, he didn't have a girlfriend, a brother, a sister, and then obviously the parents weren't around. He did have that $100,000 check up on his wall, so that for sure was real. And then he was working in what was Solomon's? That was a bed, a furniture store.
It's probably like, hurry up and buy.
Just everything in there.
Like everything, everything 0%, everything 100% off. Like, that's the type of store it gave me. Like some shit from Zohan.
Basically
and shit,
a dead end job though. For the most part. And then even the owner seemed like, he looked out a lot for this kid, but Donnie was just definitely, he was just on the route to, self-destruction essentially. It's pretty much what he was doing this whole movie here. And then we got the bar scene, of course, which kind of started putting things together. I was just like, oh wait, maybe he's getting the braces for that waitress. But then he looked at the waiter or the bartender. I was like, wait, maybe he's getting the braces for the bartender. Like, so this scene was cool, because again, it was all confusing until it all tied up, and then it's just like, okay, nice. And then we have Buddy from Luck of the Irish, who literally does speak in puzzles in all of his movies. It seems like. I guess that's just his thing. That's how they write him.
Typecast.
Yep. But he said a couple things too. He was talking about what? Don't mistake children for angels.
He did say that. Yep.
He hit him with the will shit, so I know that had kind of Donnie's head moving. He said one more thing. He said multiple things, but there was another one that he had said that I was just like, ooh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think it was from that book he was quoting. It was the quote they brought back too, right? Didn't they bring that? They brought it back for Tom Cruise's character, if I'm not mistaken. It's too much information.
It's too much, bro.
But
we 3:30 in,
yeah,
nigga.
we but yeah, Donnie's story. I like where it ended up going because again, like I said, there was definitely some lessons here, some accountability lessons, and Donnie for sure was able to take some accountability by the end of this this movie here.
Yeah, that's exactly what his story needed. Definitely, especially after how we were introduced to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just rolling out, bullet point after bullet point of reasons why your ass shouldn't be in front of me like right now. And by the end of it, yeah, I like where he's at because, he obviously he does the dumb shit. He takes the money, but then, he realized that he was in the wrong, which is, it's nice. But where were you? I just want to know, where were you at with his conclusion? Where you think it was leading? Because the way I saw it was this, right? I'm like, okay, the tragic shit that's about to happen between these two, like, because I tied him to the officer because the officer seen him there at the end. You feel me? So I'm like, oh, some shit's gonna happen. Like, maybe like he hits the pole, fucking falls down, die or something, like, because you remember Buddy was talking about, we don't want to hurt anybody and shit like that. So that's where my mind was going with his story, like how it could potentially turn out bad. But yeah, did you have any theories going in?
Multiple. Like I said, I expected half this cast to go to R.I.P. Because look, I had made the comment when he went through the door about, it said like electronics on this side or some shit. Like I thought he was about to go mess with like the fucking breaker panel type junk and get electrocuted since he got struck by lightning. I'm like, okay. Damn, he about to get some irony here and fucking actually die by electrocution while he's doing something stupid, which he kept saying the whole movie. I used to be smart, now I'm stupid. Like, so that didn't happen. So I'm just like, okay, that didn't happen. And then he broke the key and then went back. So I'm just like, damn, he made it out. Maybe now when he goes back, one of the Solomon brothers are there and he fucking gets blasted by one of them. Yeah. That didn't happen. Yeah. So he starts climbing the telephone pole.
He's just like,
the cop sees him. So I'm just crossing shit out. But yeah, by the time we got to the cop thing, same thing. I thought he was gonna he couldn't see from the frogs. I thought he was gonna hit that pole. That shit was gonna fall into the gas station and just.
I love them bringing back the whole braces thing, like. With him busting his mouth and talking about he needed surgery. Now you definitely need surgery. Yeah.
It's that karma.
Yeah, I like Donnie's story. I was wondering where it was going. I thought he was going to be a real crash out. Feel me? Because we did get him in Boogie Nights, and we seen what happened to him in there. You feel me? I thought it was going to be very similar to that. But we didn't get that. This movie, it did something different here. It's something very different.
It did. Yeah. It did. Like you said, it takes your expectations.
Yeah, it plays with this. Them. It plays with your mind. And I like that. It plays
with your mind.
I like it.
In a good way, too, because all of it essentially hits. All of it essentially hits. Yeah. But since we're talking about Donnie and how his story ended, we might as well slide right into... What was his name?
Doyle.
Doyle. His name was not Doyle.
Mickey.
What the hell was the cop's name? I don't know, but the cop. So the last, I guess, cool thing that I'll say about Donnie's story, outside of him having to get the full circle with the braces, is the cop letting him go. So this was kind of cool because this ties directly into the cop story. Like he said in the very beginning when we first got introduced to him, if he has 20 bad calls, what really matters is that one call where he's able to actually, help somebody out and make a little bit of a difference here. And I think that this was essentially that call because pretty much every call he went to was pretty much a bit chaotic. Like, I mean, obviously the Claudia one kind of turned into a date. But that first one, one kind of set him on it set his story basically up. So I love how he was able to forgive Donnie at the end of this. He was able to get his full circle cop moment too. But let's start from the beginning. All right, so he pulls up to this apartment
and says, "Police officer, my name is Jim." There you go.
That right, Jim, right?
Yeah, Jim.
It was Jim.
Yeah.
Wait, it was?
Yes, it's Jim. Don't worry, I got Google right here.
Oh, okay, cool. So Jim,
Google assistant.
So yeah, Jim done did his thug dizzle. I can't lie. I personally think Jim's cop style was slightly aggressive.
Slightly, huh?
I've seen way worse. But,
nah, he was going ham on the first the black chick. Like he was kind of spazzing. Like I mean, she was loud.
Well, her door was open though. That was the fuck up. Because if she would have asked him to leave, he probably wouldn't have. Because like if she would have opened the door, then she could have just closed that shit. Like, yo, fuck you, and then closed the door. But like he was in her house at that point. So, but yeah, she was definitely going hard on him. He was doing his thing. But I mean, he found something. He found something, y'all. He found a body. Fucking, and this was kind of like it was a small part in this scene, but I feel like it was like an important part almost. Was like when he was kind of sitting in the back and they were talking about everything that was happening, like the detectives were taking the notes, and then he had tried to speak up for a second. They just like talked right over him type shit. Like, so I feel like they kind of played in that on purpose to help out with his vulnerability when he exposed himself to Claudia at the date about his gun, and the office doesn't take him serious, etc., etc. So I like that because they were kind of setting him up already from the beginning. Like, they made it seem like, I feel like they made it seem like we were about to get like this Boy Scout kind of goody two shoes cop. He's sitting down, he's praying before work, he's giving these affirmations, but he kind of was getting played like a fiddle, essentially. Not even played. Like, he was just not paying as much attention probably as he was supposed to, because like the kid said, he rapped him the song, gave him exactly who did the murder. Worm, if I'm not mistaken. If I picked up on that correctly, it's some dude named Worm. And he just kind of wasn't paying attention. Like,
that went nowhere.
It didn't. But that's why I said I like that, because they kind of they leave things in life to still just be part of life. Because I don't know. I don't know the statistics behind it, but like, do you really think one beat cop solves murders like this? Like, no, probably not.
Very
low.
It
doesn't happen.
Percentage.
You feel me?
Yes.
So it's just like, it's not gonna happen with this guy. But yeah, everything basically leads to Claudia eventually, which I also like, because I feel like he, like you said, there was a contrast. He was definitely softer to Claudia, but that's because he had that love at first sight moment. But at the same time, he was still kind of using the same tactics. He was like, yo, there's a disturbance. And I gotta come in the house, like, and now I have to look around. Like, no, you don't, nigga. Like, I didn't consent to none of this shit. Like, so I'm gonna pause real quick. I've been talking, but how you feeling over there about the Claudia and Jim story?
Man, they both had I don't know, man. Like Jim, I was thinking the same thing. Like, Boy Scout potentially. I didn't know where it was going towards. After they had the date and stuff like that. I'm just like, where are they going with this? Because it just didn't fit. With what I was thinking in my head, with the seed that they planted from the beginning. It just didn't fit for me, because I'm just like, where we're going with this. And then obviously by that point, we already know what, why she's so troubled and everything that happened to her and stuff like that. So you're just like, is like things gonna go good here? But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the situation, to be honest, because it's just, by the end of it,
By the end of it, what?
He does the whole speech, but to be honest, I could barely hear what that man was saying at the end of it. So it's just like, did I really grasp what he said at the end? I'm not really sure. because she did crack a smile at the end, right? Was that
Yeah.
was that just for us, for the camera, like, or was that because he said something?
The Disney in me is hoping that's because he said something. You know, like he kind of gave his little monologue about forgiveness right before that. That was loud enough for us to hear. And maybe I'm thinking that, you know, he just said the right things, like, and maybe she doesn't like 100% forgive her father, but like maybe she's like starting to take that path, because she at least let her mother in, because it seemed like she didn't fuck with neither of them, but then the mother came over. Well, I don't know, because the mother didn't interact with her at all. But then, like, did the mother interact with her at all? Is you know, like, because it seems like she didn't. It didn't seem like they did at all. So, but she still let her in, and I'm pretty sure they had a very lengthy, you know, conversation. So I do feel like Claudia is like, her trajectory is going into the healing route, and then having this guy could help.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Sometimes it's always good to have, you know, someone to lean on a bit, and them two seem like they actually kind of may need to lean on each other a little bit. Maybe more so her than him, but yeah, I don't know. The Disney in me was hoping that was a good smile, and Jim and Claudia have like a happy ever ending.
I mean, we see what
she
type
does
of...
still do coke though. So
for
we gotta
now,
get past that.
for now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like his ending though. I like his ending with Donnie. I thought that was a nice little touch there. Of course.
And then the gun.
Yeah, the gun too. Yeah, you're right. Then okay, all right. Jim is the first person that we see with the frogs. Like, so that I still don't know.
The kid said it though.
Did
it
he?
was just so. He had said something like when it went to the library. He said a word. I missed that word. That he said.
This happens sometimes. Right?
That was after he said the word.
Oh, really?
I think he might have said exactly what was happening, because these the kids that have all the knowledge. Like, so it's probably some random ass fact that he pulled out of a book, and it was just like boom. I just couldn't make it.
I didn't. Yeah,
there was still a lot of noise. Like,
yeah, well, the frogs
was loud as fuck.
Loud as fuck,
like,
bro.
Those shits was popping, bro.
Scared the fuck
like
out of me, bro.
Baseball sized hell.
Like, damn. Yeah, but I think what they did with his story, I also like that they kind of sprinkled in, you know, the police force also doesn't kind of respect me type of thing here, and that kind of makes him choose that decision at the end there to help Doyle and stuff. So yeah, I like what they did with it. I said, why do they keep calling him Doyle? I don't know why. I don't know
definitely
why.
did. I just was
Yep. Yep. Treating me like a kid. You ain't really listening. Yeah, and then we did get the kid rapping and shit like that. That was just kind of weird, awkward, a little out of place. I can't lie, the singing in this movie was kind of weird a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that was random.
Come on, that was hella random. Just a little bit, just to throw that out there. Everybody in the cast sing along.
They going to show you how small the world is, though, bruh. Everybody just bumping to the same tune at the same time.
Stop it. They ain't playing the right tune. They need to play that thug.
You stupid.
Yeah, but yeah. The stories were different.
Yeah, definitely. I can't lie. Like I said, I thought it was tragic endings for everybody. I thought she was gonna OD before he got back for the date, or I thought he wasn't gonna make it back home after chasing worms. So, excuse me, y'all. But let's jump into. I mean, since we talked about Claudia, let's jump into the other Jim, Jimmy Gator. Right, that was his name in this. Jimmy Gator, the host with the most. So I actually don't have like a bunch to say about this dude. Like, he was the host. I don't blame him for what happened to Stanley, because he didn't even know what was happening. Like, he's basically battling cancer this whole movie and literally only has 2 months to live. But obviously he becomes one of the more hated characters by the end of this movie, because you find out what he did to his daughter and why she's so upset about it. And I think the craziest thing here is the fact that he said, I don't know. You know, like it, and I feel you. Like, if you don't know, don't say yes. But that's something that you just can't say I don't know to. Like, it's either yes or no. So if it's an I don't know, then it's a yes.
Exactly.
Like, let's just be real, bro. Like, if you can't remember, then you fucking did it, bro. There's no way. And then I think one thing that I probably didn't like put too much thought into until this scene that he said I don't know was his drinking. He drunk a lot. Like, he was always talking about I got to drink just to get on the show and whoop-de-woo. And again, I'm thinking, you know, this is just him going through his final 2 months. But now I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe this dude's been a bit of an alkie and definitely touched his daughter. And like he said, he doesn't know because he was fucking wasted doing this shit. So yeah, he his story, he had his story, and then he, you know, confesses to the wife. And this is crazy because, you know, they always kind of do the whole, you know, confession on the deathbed thing. But I don't think I ever realized how selfish it really is. Like, if you really think about it, depending on your confessions, of course. But, like, confessing on cheating is such a selfish thing because now it's like, she can't even really be, like, she can be mad, but at the same time, she knows she only has 2 months left with you. So it's like she has to kind of forgive you so she can kind of enjoy those final 2 months with you without being too mad about it because she knows she's going to have to grieve after you done passed away. So it's just like, bro, I never realized how fucking, well, bro, it's because it hit me. I'm just like, damn, it's actually pretty selfish to confess to cheating on your deathbed. Like, that's pretty wild. But obviously the second confession is the one that broke the bank. So, yeah, Jimmy Gator, y'all.
What are your is your thought about the whole gun not killing him is just a spin of, you know, we're not really doing that? In the spirit of the movie, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not really taking that route. We're kind of throwing it off, and this is his throw off, you know, the frog coming in and hitting the gun.
It could be. It could be, but it also could be like his wife said, you deserve to die alone, bro. Like, and not here now. Not like this. Another selfish act, actually.
Listen, true. I don't know. His story, I felt for him in the beginning, you know, after seeing how his daughter, but obviously, you know, we could tell there was something there. You know, you're not gonna have a reaction like that for, you know, especially your father. It was just weird, off. And then, of course, you know, yeah. I think we could have ended this one. I think we could have snipped this one in the bud a little early. You know what I'm saying?
Let it rock.
Just let it rock.
Let
you know,
pool.
Get the Uzi up in there. I just want to rock. Everybody out. Yeah. So we could just end Jimmy. I mean, he's already gone in 2 months anyway. So,
indeed. All right, y'all. I think this brings us to the Earl family, right? I wanted to save that because that's like 4 characters. Did we do everything else though? Let me scan real quick, y'all. 3-hour movie. Give me a second.
You want to know if there's anybody else? Course.
Yeah, no, I think we good. We got Stanley, we got Donnie. All right, yeah, let's jump into the Earl family extravaganza then. All right, so the Earl family extravaganza. So I was actually
lost.
Yeah, and no. Like I would say yes and no because I remember the first thing I was asking was, when they showed Linda is she talking about her dad? Because they didn't show Earl yet. They showed Linda talking to the lawyer, right? She was talking to somebody about the morphine drops and stuff. And I was thinking, I was like, she talking about her dad right now or her husband? Mm-hmm. And I was already kind of leaning more towards husband because I saw that big ass rock she had on her finger. So I was like, I was getting the vibes that, you know, she's a young lady with an older rich male trying to get her bread. So I thought she was setting up to just speed up the death.
Me too.
basically, just so she can get her bread quicker.
Bro.
But man, Linda's story was actually crazy. Linda, like I said, I think she's probably one of my favorite characters because I feel like you can easily like mistake her a little bit, like, because I know like we can all sit here and be like, no, she's a gold digger, fuck her, like, but she definitely had her own depression that she was going through that they didn't really touch too much on. Like, you know, there's no telling where that came from. I'm assuming that's way before Earl started dying. Like, she's been on, you know, she was on Prozac and stuff like that. So like there's a little bit more complexity to her story that I feel like they didn't dive into. So it kind of makes it easier to just be on her noggin a little bit when they first introduce her. But I love how her whole shit just kind of flipped, and she's just like, I really love this dude. Like, I don't even want the bread. Like, and I'm just like, yo, what is going on with her? But she was super manic, bro. She was tripping. Like, she was making like comments to herself. Like, she kept saying, I don't know what I'm doing and all this. So this was a pretty solid character. I can't lie. Solid character. Who is that? Jodie Foster, right? No, I say that every time.
Every
I see her, bro. Can we get her real name real quick, please, man? Hold up. I say that every time, bro.
Wait.
I say that every time. And
Jillian Moore.
Jillian Moore. I love her every time
Moore.
she's on the screen.
Yeah, she did a phenomenal job, man. That's where I was going with it, and then, you know, we kept going back into the, you know, the medication. And, you know, them saying, no, you can't mix the two because, you know what would happen. And I'm just like, okay, they setting this up. When are we going to get to that point? Because it took them forever to get to the crib, first of all.
Facts.
And, yeah, but her story ending with, you know, her trying to take herself out. But then I like what you said about the pill bottle and how if it wasn't for Phil dropping the bottle, she probably would have ended up dying. So I'm just like, the little things here that you can tie and actually piece together are like pretty dope. So yeah, I like that they did that. Yeah, she's a solid character. Solid.
She was a very, very solid character. And then we also had the whole story. What? Go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
Shut the fuck up.
What? Oh, her. Okay. I'm like,
I was just gonna let him sit in it for a little bit. I was hoping.
Like, where are we going with this? And then we also got Phil. Let's talk about Phil before we jump into Frank, because Phil's gonna lead us into Frank. So we got Phil, which obviously we love seeing. We love seeing Philip hop up on the screen.
Yep.
But yeah, I can't lie. At first, I wasn't sure who he was. I thought he was like maybe a son or something. Because I didn't recognize the scrubs at first. But yeah, obviously we get to that point where I do recognize it, and then Earl starts talking to him, and he basically lets him know, hey, I need you to find my son. I want to talk to my son. So again, this story had plenty of forgiveness and accountability and things like that going on. So Earl obviously was on that route as well. You know, he's on his deathbed. He wants to apologize for the things he's done. He wants to see his son and you know, cross that bridge. Mm-hmm. So this was great because we get introduced to a really solid character. Like I said, growing up, Tom Cruise, he was, you know, he's Mission Impossible. That's Ethan Hunt, right? Like, that's Mission Impossible. Right. You know, Interview with a Vampire. That's Lestat. Like, like I said, I haven't seen too many wacky roles from him outside of Tropic Thunder. So seeing this was a pleasant surprise to see Tom Cruise, and he knocked it out the park. I can't lie, he knocked this shit out the park. Great scenes, especially when he fucking was next to his dad, dying in that bed, bro. Like, dude, so much emotions, in my opinion, was just flowing through my body. Like, I'm like, dude, this kid is like sad, angry, he's grieving. I feel like he wanted to put his hands around his neck at one point, and that's why he's just squeezing them together so hard, because he just like, I can't do this. This is my dad. I hate him, but I love him. And then, like Brolic said, he saw both his parents basically have to go out. I wasn't even thinking about that just yet. I love Frank's story, but let's jump into him.
Yeah, I think
Mr. Red Pill.
I think
OG.
What was his name? Eli. What was his
the father? Earl.
Earl. Earl.
Yep.
I like when Earl was talking to Phil and just kind of telling him about how he met his Frank's mother, Lily and stuff like that,
Lily,
and
yeah.
how he did it wrong and how he treated her and stuff like that, and it just reminded me of Frank, like just the way he was describing it. It's like, damn, this is the path that Frank is going down. I don't know if he could have that moment of maybe he does have that moment of clarity after coming and seeing his father pass away. Maybe he does see things differently, but we will never know. But yeah, I like what they did, comparing, kind of showing you that his father had have done similar thing that Frank's doing right now, and yeah, the whole red pill energy that he brought to this movie was
That
just
was
wild,
amazing.
crazy character. Just I don't know what they were thinking when they created this character, but man, they were ahead of their fucking time with this one, because this is basically like the red pill side of YouTube right here, like completely 100%. So yeah, I think Tom Cruise killed it with this, and like you said, the end with just him talking with his father and really having that moment, like you say, you kind of see all the emotions flowing through him, especially when he first sits there. You see him kind of like settling in, and then like emotions start, like one after another.
That motherfucker was shaking.
Yeah,
there was a moment he was like, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Cruz.
Yeah, he definitely delivered when it came to that scene. But yeah, man, it just goes to show you, that most of these red pill motherfuckers, they really soft, bro. They end up curled up. They end up curled up by the end of the day, bro. It is what it is.
That's the lesson you got,
bro. Because if you really think about it, this man went to the point where he declared his father dead and all this other stuff. Like he ain't have the same energy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he switched his tone when he seen that, seeing his father in that position. And I'm pretty sure that would change a lot of people's tone. Some people would stick with the same energy. And those are the
He tried.
He did.
tried.
He did.
He
He
tried.
did. And those are the most
tried.
diabolical ones. Those are the ones that don't end up I feel like good in life. But yeah, I like everything that they play with this character. I definitely do. I definitely do.
I agree. Because again, it just kind of it takes me back to Donnie and Stanley, bruh. Like you need that proper love from your parents, or else
Yeah.
you kind of gonna go off on the hinges. He had to take care of his mom at 14,
Yeah.
and then he ends up becoming this misogynist dude who fucking lies about his parents and all this other shit. Like, so maybe not directly hurting too many people, but eventually hurt people. So
Yeah, he not hurting people like that, because this is the 90s.
yeah, directly,
but
indirectly though.
If he was in our age, he would be hurting a lot of young men with this type of ideology for sure, 100%.
Of course, I agree. And then we also let's finish up with Linda a little bit here. She not Linda necessarily, but Frank and Linda. I wanted to actually conclude them too, because after his whole, after the dad dies, essentially he spends that whole night with him there. He actually goes to the hospital to see Linda. So we don't get anything extra from that, but that's just great, I would say, because Linda really didn't want nothing to do with him, and he didn't want nothing to do with her neither.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it was just kind of like, that's gone.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. But by the end of the movie, he agreed to actually go to the hospital to see her. So I'm assuming something decent is gonna come from that. She obviously just almost OD'd, so she's gonna be feeling a little bit out of it, but she's probably gonna be also in her probably most clear mind that she's been in the past couple of days at the same time. So it's probably a solid time to kind of, patch up the relationship a little bit. I wonder if she still wants anything to do with the will, or if she's going to just be like, you know what, Frank, you can have it. Because she was also against that, of Frank having it. So yeah, I just, again, the expectations of the movie, I thought everyone would be hurt and gone. But it seems the complete opposite. Like, most people were basically tried to get their life in the right spot by the time these credits were rolling. So Some good stuff. You got anything else? Anything else you want to add in there?
Nah, man. Nah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed the movie as a whole, especially when we get to the end. Should I?
Yeah. I don't got nothing else. I'm good.
All right, man. Like we said, man, this was just, you think you know where this is headed, right? Right? You think you know where this is headed, right? You think the trajectory after that end talk, that lengthy end talk, 40, 50 minutes of end talk, right? You would think we're headed to a 9 area. But let me tell y'all, this is a 5. Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
You should at least hit like a 7 or something. That would have been believable.
Nah,
like,
facts, right? Nah, but this
5 too low.
this one, man, I gotta say, man, I think this movie does a lot of great things with playing with just how you perceive a movie and how you kind of like, let the narrator and the movie kind of set expectations for you while you watch this movie. And I think that, obviously they subverted all that by the end of it. And I think they did a phenomenal job with that. And I think that's something that I really haven't experienced too much in film. I feel like I haven't experienced a movie like this before. Kind of feels weird and different. And of course, I'm still thinking about the damn frogs. Because, like, where the fuck did they come with these fat ass frogs? It wasn't no regular, like, little frogs that you see. This is some fat motherfucker. We've been feeding this motherfucker some food. He been on, hitting mukbangs, like, all types of shit. But yeah, I say
where
that.
was this based again? Was this in LA?
I don't know.
Like where are the even frogs that big? Like where were they? Where did this take place? We need to know where these frogs came from, bro.
I don't know, man. But overall, man, this movie was definitely the only thing for me is the length. It's 3 hours. Other than that,
no, bro, like always gonna say something about
3 hours. All right, listen, we 4 hours in. We do this for y'all. Like, we do this for y'all. 4 hours, bro. Unk, man. You to the king with a ring and then all right, I'm gonna give you my score. All right, Unk, don't leave yet. I'm hovering around 8, 9, okay? That's where I'm hovering on. I'm gonna give it a 9 for the simple fact that I think if I do watch this a second time, I will probably end up giving it a 9 anyways. So I'm just gonna give it a 9 off the back. So yeah, I thought this movie was pretty dope. And yeah, I think I probably might just dive a little bit in this one just to kind of see what else is out there about this movie, because there's some questions I have. There's a lot of things that are open in this film, and I'm willing to see, just what other people's interpretation of this film is as well. So I appreciate you, Unc, for throwing this our way. I feel like this was definitely in our wheelhouse. So appreciate you, Unc.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Unc. I'm actually gonna get us a 9.3.
Okay.
Because I know I said in the beginning, like, I know I watched something good, but I just don't know what I watched. Mm-hmm. But then again, once we do the end talk, we end up fleshing out so much that it just starts piecing it together. And I already kind of was scoring it high in my head, but by the end of the end talk, I'm like, yeah, this might be like a 9.3 around there. Definitely still want to give it another watch. And there's still more scenes that I'm definitely willing to talk about. But again, 4 hours, y'all, stop playing with us. So I'm gonna give it that 9.3. I think it deserves that.
Yeah.
Let us see what the world thinks.
All right, man. I'm just gonna go high off the bat. Like, I think critics will probably fucking love this or probably hate this. I'm really curious what the critics think. But I'm gonna go IMDb, man. Let's go 8. Let's go 8.6 because IMDb, they be trolling. Tomatoes, we gonna go 9. 9.3. Audience 9. I feel like the critics might like this a little bit more than the audience.
I love that. I love that. Just like this movie did.
No,
take the expectations and just twist them all up and down.
It pulled a me.
IMDb 7. Nah, I'm just playing. IMDb 8 flat.
Oh, okay. We in the 8s and IMDb's. That's good.
Rotten Tomato, the tomato meter 82.
Okay.
The popcorn meter 89.
Okay, I was close.
So
with
the audience actually liked it better.
Yeah, I was close. I thought it would be the opposite.
Yep. Yeah,
oh well, no, I'm stupid. I'm dumb because the thing I was thinking was like the frogs that had to throw the critics off, and I got it. I mixed it up. I meant to say that. Yeah,
backwards.
Yeah. I felt like the audience would like that. You feel me? Because we dumb sheep.
Yeah, this was a banger. I can't lie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, y'all, but we are sliding up out of here. Y'all heard those high. Well, you gave it a 9 even, right?
Yes.
Yep, he gave it that 9 even. So 9s and ups from your 2 hosts. If y'all still rocking with us, we appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving, baby. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this movie.
And most importantly, if you like the channel, consider subscribing. Bye.
The Patreon link in the description down below.
Bye. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I can't hear this, man. I don't know if he's telling y'all that the Patreon link is in the description down below, but if y'all into the full length reactions, Patreon link is in the description down below. FRR out. Peace.